Have you ever had one of those moments where you feel like this is it? Like, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be right now. Like, this moment was not created by my own doing, but by someone else. That moment happened to me when I met my friend John Mulepa. And he is an incredible person who has experienced deep hardship, but is someone who uses that pain to create something beautiful. And the moment I heard his story, I knew it was one that had to be shared.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you.
Because we had a family in Congo. Some of them passed away there. Some of them got lost. We don't know where they are. The only remaining family I have is these ones.
Their parents each were from a tribe that was in war against each other, and because they refused to get a divorce, they were killed. So John, along with his siblings, fled the country in search of a place of peace and safety. After being rejected many times from surrounding countries, finally they were able to land in Malawi.
When we lost our parents, all of us, we decided to not go to church, to not believe in God. But when we left Congo for 1 month and 2 weeks walking, and sometimes churches helping us on the way, we saw if it was not God, we could not survive. We could die on the way. So if we are today, it's the work of God. So we all are convinced that God loves us. Despite whatever we are going on, there's a bright future that God is having for the family and for refugees who are living there here in Malawi. We refuse $2 a month. We get it from there.
So each family gets $2 a month?
It's each person. There is now 85% of kids are not in school, and there's still more other children are still coming. Other people, families are running from their countries. We are not allowed to work as refugees. So with that small amount of money supported by UN to give refugees is not enough to take care of children for their basic needs, to go to school and to feed themselves. This is the Sowing Hope Center. I started in 2018. I am from Democratic Republic of Congo. My name is John Mulepa, and I came with a family after losing everyone, like parents and their friends and their relatives in the Democratic Republic of Congo in the conflict of tribes. So we found ourselves here in Malawi in the refugee camp, where we have more than 55,000 people who are living in this small place, congested. So we have few opportunity for kids to go to school, to get basic educations. So when I got a chance to go to African Bible College, I had a call, and God convinced me that I should be part of the family that can help the kids who are in the refugee camp with education. So I started coming back every weekends on Saturdays. I went to the camp administrator to ask for a small place where we can make like a center that we call Sowing Hope Center, where we can be teaching children the basic materials like English. We have now almost 250 children that are coming in this center. Most of kids are coming to school without eating. They have empty stomach, and they don't even concentrate in school. So we're having this project. We started farming last year. We had almost 100 bags of maize, we want to sell and making income generating for other projects that we want to implement. And the other bags, we want to support the kids and the families of those kids that are struggling with food. So we are hoping we can give both hope for future but also heal their problem today. So please help me to introduce you to the offices and how we are working. Some books for kids, that for the ministry to be running for self-sustainability. Yeah, that's why I've initiated a school with skills of going to school and getting the same education from Malawi. That can open doors for some children and make a new generation to come. Because I see some, let's take example, the president of Rwanda was a refugee. He was a refugee. The president of Burundi was a refugee. So being a refugee doesn't mean that's the end. So we can make a refugee, but tomorrow is a leader for a certain country. So for us to make that leader, we need to equip them with education. Because they can be there for some couple of years, 10 years, 20 years, 6 years. Maybe God is seeing them to be back to their own countries. But when they'll be back to their own country without being educated, they will just be staying, not doing any change. So while they are in the refugee camp, you can use refugee camp as this factory of transformation, not as a punishment. So I talk to my people, to people around me, this is a factory change. Yeah, we don't take it as a refugee. It's a factory of change. So if you take it positively, you change your mind positively and work hard on changing. Despite all the lost, people killed, all the weird stories we are passed through. But there is a purpose God